Well, I'm Beck and I live in the Blue Mountains, Falconbridge. Parents live at Rylstone, out near Mudgee. So they're about 2.5 hours away, although my mum says it's 2.25, which concerns me somewhat. The speed she's travelling. We see them every 6 weeks, but only for a very brief time. And then outside of that, sometimes it's a number of months before we go, maybe school holidays for a couple of days or something, but it's quite, disappointingly seldom that we see them. Out at Rylstone, they'd been having Bible studies on Tuesdays, and it was, they were coming together in their church to do that, and then they didn't want to give that up. So they started doing it over Zoom. And then my mum said, "Oh, Beck," because I've actually been to their Bible study during one of the times we were out there during school holidays. She said, "Oh, you can join because it's on Zoom." I said, "Oh, okay, all right, I'll give it a go." And then she invited her sister as well. So we've now got this fabulous Zoom Bible study that I go to every week with my mum and my auntie and my uncle. and there's one of my mum's very, very good friends who moved up to Foster, and she was an active member of their congregation. So she joins the Bible study group as well. So we've got this wonderful, vibrant Bible study group that has people from Mudgee, Rylstone, Candos, the Blue Mountains, Sydney, Foster, all over, and it's wonderful. So I get to see them every week. My auntie and uncle, who I see at Christmas time, I see them every week. It's wonderful. Ever since I was a very small child, getting to church was tricky because you're supposed to be there on time, and that's hard for us. So we've always, since I was a very small child, been about 15 minutes late to church. And Mum used to say, "As long as you're there for the sermon, as long as you're there for the sermon." We'd come running in and make a scene as always, and that has continued into my adult life. I continue to make a scene coming 10, 15 minutes late every week, and my parents are doing exactly the same thing at their church at Rylstone. So the online church has been quite a blessing for us because you can see when it's live streaming on Facebook, you can see when people are watching with you. And so I remember tuning in and going, "Oh, Mum's there already. Good on you, Mum, that's fantastic." And we were both there early. So I was quite proud of us. And then when I talked about that with Mum later on, it turned out that I just stepped out of the shower dripping wet and quickly put it on and was still nude, and my mum was in the toilet. But we were able to join with the church in worship despite our continuing inability to organise ourselves. So that's a nice pro-COVID moment. I really hope that our Zoom Bible study continues post-COVID because it's been such a blessing for me. It's, having a very busy family and work life, it's sometimes hard to escape my household once I'm there. So being able to actually just go into do a different room and have a Bible study with such a wonderful and varied group of people has been an absolute blessing for me because I've always wanted to be part of a Bible study, but I have not been able to do it before this experience because getting out and doing things is tricky. And but to do it with my mum and my auntie and my uncle is really quite a unique situation, and I would really love for that to continue. And Greg, who runs the Bible study, is absolutely wonderful to listen to and is excellent at prompting us all. Sometimes it's a bit like herding cats. Everybody's talking over the top of everybody, but he's very good at sort of saying, "Now I heard Ruth said something," or "What was it that you were saying?" So everybody gets to share and hear from one another, And it's fantastic, and I really hope that it continues post-COVID. It's a wonderful blessing for me.